Hi there. It's January the 27th, and in today's readings in Exodus, we come to chapters 4 and 5. Moses says that people won't listen to him when he goes because they don't know who he is, he's slow of tongue, he maybe has a stammer or speech impediment. But God says, no, it's definitely you that's going, and I'm going to send Aaron to go with you. So Moses does go, and surprisingly maybe, but obviously God has told him this, the people receive him. Not only that, but at the end of chapter 4 of Exodus, they realize that God is being faithful to his covenant, the covenant with Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. And it says they bow and worship. And there's something about our thankfulness, our response to God. When we know that he's moving, it calls out of us a worship, it calls out of us a response to his presence. Obviously it then gets more difficult in chapter 5 when Pharaoh is incensed that Moses is asking for his slave force, his labour force, to be released and to be sent into the desert, and he oppresses them with even harder labour so that the people are really ground down by the slavery that they're in. And the chapter ends in chapter 5 with Moses crying out to God to change this around. January 27th is the memorial day of the Holocaust, of the terrible things that went on in the last century against Jews and many other millions of people as well. But it's maybe appropriate today looking at the oppression of God's people in this way, but knowing that God's purpose is to deliver. God's purpose is to restore and to set free. That goes not only for his covenant people who he continues to restore, but for us who are brought into that covenant with Abraham through Messiah Jesus. So have a good January the 27th.